Vin Diesel's latest foray into video games is Wheelman, an open-world driving game that's set in Barcelona. It's blessed with some great driving mechanics and special moves, but it's let down by terrible on-foot gameplay and a short single-player mode. If you get excited by the prospect of spinning a motorcycle onto its front wheel, shooting out a truck and then speeding away, you'll love the game's action movie feel. If that's not enough to carry you along though, you may find that Wheelman drags behind other open-world and driving games.
No! It can't end here! Not now! Floor it and ram it!
How can you not love a guy like this? Rips off your shipment, then comes through our front door like this is his home.
Hey, I just drive.
You play Vin Diesel as Mila Burek, an expert driver who heads to Barcelona to go undercover and infiltrate the city's biggest gangs. In Burek's shoes, you're pretty much like Steve McQueen on steroids, with abilities that not only help you survive, but also look incredibly cool as well. The game introduces the vehicle melee idea, allowing you to swerve into enemies using the right analog stick, as well as perform air jacks, which see you jumping from one moving vehicle to another like some sort of urban Tarzan. The game really demonstrates its action movie chops with the special moves, such as the aimed shot and cyclone. The camera slows down time and moves to an over-the-shoulder view, so you can take aim and shoot out enemy engines. The cyclone move in particular is sure to impress onlookers, but it can definitely get a little bit repetitive after a while. That said, the controls make it easy to slide around corners, do donuts, and drive around like you're an action movie star, while you get to use a variety of vehicles including cars, bikes and trucks throughout the game. You can either play Wheelman as a free roaming affair, in which you just go and find missions as you like, or you can just use the map to jump straight into missions, which is definitely the quicker option. The missions often revolve around escorting, capturing or stealing cars, but there are some great ideas to be found in the game, such as driving through a newspaper editor's office, or smashing up a rival advertising billboard campaign. Things can get a little repetitive after a while, but thankfully there are side missions to keep you occupied, such as the fugitive mode, where you're planted deep in enemy territory and you just have to make it out alive. The biggest disappointment is the lack of a multiplayer mode though, and with a short campaign this really hurts the long-term appeal of the game overall. We were also really disappointed by Barcelona itself. Don't expect the city to offer the same level of interaction as other open world games, although there are secret jumps to find and statues to destroy. The real sticking point for the more sadistic among you will be the fact that the pedestrians are invulnerable to attack, meaning they'll jump out of the way if you try and run them over, and they'll run around flailing their arms all over the place if you just shoot them. While most of the game takes place in vehicles, the on-foot sections are really bad. It's a real pain to target enemies, there's no cover system, so you have to protect yourself by ducking behind objects. And perhaps the biggest basic omission is the lack of a jump button, meaning you have to walk the character around obstacles.
You can't win, Milo! Just give up! Go!
Wheelman has a really good soundtrack with a Spanish-influenced score and orchestral numbers that really add to the urgency of the car chases. On the other hand, the graphics vary from unremarkable to just plain bad, and it's hard to believe that Vin Diesel was happy to be represented in the game like this.
You looking for a dance partner?
Maybe. But I'm gonna need a team that knows exactly what they're doing.
Wheelman introduces some neat ideas to the open world driving genre, and action movie fans will get a kick out of the driving and special moves in the game. That said, there are some major caveats. The painfully bad on-foot sections, relatively short story mode, and lack of multiplayer really work against the longevity of the game. There's fun to be had in short bursts, but unfortunately Wheelman falls some way short of must-have status.